What's up? Sharon bought the podcast from us a couple weeks ago on, what was it, April 1st?
I believe that's what it was.
What they call that, April Fool's Day?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, April Fool's Day. Yeah. Okay, it's a Nice Guy Indie Podcast. Ben Shearin Brand. Tonight, we got Superfly Johnny Lee in the house.
What's up? What's up?
As always. And Klayton Cannon is going to be here in a little bit. He's on his way. So
He's on championship time.
He's on championship time. We love to have the champions come in a little bit later than everybody else. So fix that chair, Johnny. Pull it around a little bit. There you go. There we go. So Klayton Cannon to be in the studio.
It's our friend John Cena, too. He's just sitting here occupying Clayton's
Yeah, John Cena's over. You can't see him.
Hell of a performance at WrestleMania.
Exactly.
Take it away, Johnny. I got to do some things over here.
And we got Ben Shearin in the house.
What's up, guys? What's up? Always a pleasure to be back here.
Exactly, brother.
Couldn't have picked a better day to come back to Lexington. Coach Cal hit the bricks.
Yep. Coach Cal decided to take his ball and go home to Arkansas.
That's how much, people hate Kentucky fans. He was like, I'm going to go to this terrible team in the same conference.
Hey, I cost you guys your win. Now I'm going to take my ball, go home, go to this another team, and make money with them.
That's right.
You can't be mad. He made a smart choice.
I hear they're going to give him the bag, man.
Hey. Well, that's the crazy thing. Like, the Cleveland Cavaliers were going to give him the bag whenever LeBron was coming back. And he was like, "No, I love it here in Lexington. I love everything." And then
he's never had any success being a pro coach,
which is true. But get the bag. You're gonna have LeBron, so that's the thing. Like, you're gonna have LeBron. You're gonna win games.
Exactly.
But
and they can't be mad because the man made a decision.
Well,
he saw what the money was coming.
Down there at Arkansas, who went to school at Arkansas, don't you?
A bunch of people did.
Jerry Jones.
Oh.
Jerry Jones went at Arkansas, and the guy that owns Tyson Chicken. So they got a big bunch of money down there.
Tyson Chicken's been in the news a lot here lately.
I've seen that.
But they got a bunch of money down there, and they're gonna give Cal the bag, and they're gonna have a championship in a few years down there.
He's smart. I'll give him that.
'Cause they got the money to give that money to those kids.
Cal's not an X's and O's guy, though.
He's not. He's a great recruiter, though. So they're going to get great players down there. They're going to get great players in Arkansas. We're still going to get our shit up here in Kentucky because we're Kentucky, and Louisville's going to do their things because Louisville's Louisville. I just want to be. They start with an L.
I just want Louisville to be competitive.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know how
y'all need Patino back?
They never should have gotten rid of him. I don't understand why they did it. It was such a reflex call to get rid of Rick.
Well, he was getting them. Wasn't he getting them strippers or something up there?
That was Andre McGee. Rick Pitino didn't know nothing about it.
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah.
Rick's a stand-up guy. He wouldn't
he wouldn't do that. I never got Johnny any strippers ever either.
You sure?
Yeah.
I was driving around earlier. there's a strip club right down the street.
There's a strip club in the next room. Right.
Is it?
You don't know that we have this other studio next door. We have a bunch of it's small, but we have a big we have a little stage in there and a stripper pole in there and one of them glass balls.
So that's where Sean learned all those moves.
Yeah, Sean does practice in there. He
does like to practice.
He is trying to get on the Chippendale. So
he did do his biggest hit. Showed his small wee crack.
Well, as you can tell, Sean's not here because I fired him.
Yeah, you fired him. Yeah,
you're fired him, replace him with
you're fired, Sean.
Calamity Jane.
That means you can come back at some point because you didn't quit again. But as long as you're fired, we can't hire you back. But if you do quit, you're out. But
that's right.
But we do. We're watching AEW tonight a little bit. Apparently, these young bucks have some security footage of that one guy, CM Punk and
Jack Perry.
Jack Perry, the
think
scapegoat.
It's a troll.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm interested.
Hey Ben,
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Hey Ben.
Yes, sir.
You know how there's a big hoss that just fought Alex Angel at EWA? He's right now tuning in.
You talking about Zodiac?
Matt Atreyu.
Matt Atreyu ain't no hoss.
I mean,
man.
I mean, him and Alex Angel were going at it like hosses.
Did you see that last EWA in Frankfurt? He had a little kid on his shoulder. Did you see him?
Yeah, the loser, the loser Ethan Higher.
Loser Ethan Higher. He was higher up.
Well, he was lower down whenever Gaston made him tap out, though.
Exactly, because Gaston did make him tap out.
Yeah,
what's old
glad to
fat?
see old Matt Atreya back though.
What's old fat Atreya got to say? What's he talking about over
He's
there?
not yet replied.
Oh, he's just in here. He's just in here lurking.
I didn't laugh, Matt. I don't want to get beat up by him.
We got David Cardell, aka the author of Emma Stein's First Day, tuning in right now.
What's up? What's up?
That guy used to boo me all the time. Now he sends me links to come like his page. I'm like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah. You never liked
boo me, tell me I suck, and now you want me to follow your page?
And he's going to be at Paul K to see you wrestle Chad Fritz because he thinks that Chad Fritz going to beat you.
You should go to one of his book signs and say, yeah, you suck.
I'll do like I did that kid sign up in Richmond. I'll just start ripping all of his books up.
You suck, man.
I recently got sent one of his posters and the book.
Ooh, the Rated R Superstar comes out. This Rated R Superstar guy kind of looks like Edge from WWE.
Just a little bit shorter haircut.
That must be Edge's brother, Mr. Train.
That's corner of the table.
Yep.
That's not Edge. That's corner of the table.
The fans really seem to love
He should change his name to corner of the table instead of Edge. Edge of the table.
Should. I mean, they missed the opportunity to call him Twitch. But yeah, he's out here.
Oh, they're fighting the fucking House of Black tonight, ain't they?
No, Dynasty.
Oh,
he's just wrestling Penta.
Oh, he's fighting Penta tonight. On Dynasty, he's fighting that. Okay, yeah.
I like Penta, but this gear is pretty.
It's fire.
Pretty fire.
Yeah. Penta's. Y'all got to give it to AEW. Has some great wrestling. They need to get their storyline shit together.
Yeah.
If they ever, like, I was talking to my son today, and they was like, AEW is not as good, but
he's wearing our cover.
You know, about a year ago, before Triple H took over WWE, AEW was the shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it only take somebody like a Triple H come to AEW, somebody like Triple H with the skill set of Triple H to come to AEW and change AEW. Sure. And, you know, they have great wrestlers over here, and they have they got great stars. So AEW does have what it takes. They just have that one little thing that they're missing. Maybe a good creative storyteller.
Need someone that
what's Triple H, the head of creative?
Yep, Chief Content Officer.
Yeah, they need if AEW ever gets a good chief content officer.
Could you imagine if Triple H signed with AEW?
That'd be fire too.
So if TKO ever fires Triple H, go over to AEW. Like, they really wrestlers, you guys want AEW to stick around.
Oh, for sure.
Because it's another option.
You want TNA to stick around too. TNA, MLW, all
GCW.
You really want ROH to stick around too. You want all these big companies to stay around, and you want wrestling to do good. So tell your freaking dumbass fans that are tribalist to stop being tribalist and just love independent wrestling.
Sure. And you know, I'm looking forward to this Saturday.
Well, hold on. Before we jump to EWA, you mentioned ROH. Shout out Billy Starks, Kentucky native, the first ever Ring of Honor women's television.
Oh
champion.
yeah, she's a champ.
Billy's mom didn't like the way she did it. I don't know if you guys saw the promo.
Yeah, I saw
ROH put up. She didn't appreciate the way Billy did it, but you gotta win by any means necessary.
Did she kind of like
she faked it? I don't know.
She won it fair and square.
I won't say she faked it, but there might have been a little bit of a neck injury.
Oh, okay.
They put the neck brace on her.
She used psychology.
To
win.
If you're not cheating, you ain't
Athena
winning.
is showing her the way.
Yeah, some good psychology to win the championship.
But what they don't understand is Mama Starks needs to understand Billy Starks did what had to be done to get that championship. You win by any means necessary.
It's pro wrestling. You got to do what you got to do.
Oh, for sure. But anyway, like you were mentioning Saturday, we got Elite Wrestling Alliance, Frankfort, Kentucky.
And this is going to be the last show in Frankfort, right? Is what I understand?
That is also my understanding. We will be moving to Richmond, Kentucky full time.
And y'all find you'll find a place down there to do it.
I believe it's going to be at the YMCA again. I believe that's the new.
That's the new home.
That's the new home of Elite Wrestling Alliance.
That's great because they seem to have a big following down there in Richmond.
Crazy turnout, man.
Yeah.
It was they were still lined up to get into the door whenever we pushed bell time back to get more people in.
Me and Powers of B at EWA talked about that back when I said Richmond don't have any I don't have anybody down there doing wrestling now. Like, you should do it there. And Lexington doesn't either. If somebody can find a place to do it in Lexington does not have any pro wrestling shows. So, and they usually go over good here in Lexington because you have a bunch of pro wrestling fans here in Lexington. They do show up to the AEW shows at Rupp and the EEW shows at, WWE shows at Rupp. So, maybe at some point EWA will pack Rupp Arena at some point.
Did you see Richmond though? It packed that place.
I was at the Opera House seeing Ari Shafir with my son, so we had already had tickets. Like, I bought those tickets like last year, so I couldn't go and give those tickets up. Have to spend time with the kids sometimes.
You missed out. We sent a lot of kids home crying because their hero Marcus Johnson just couldn't get the job done.
Those kids were such crybabies.
Oh, talk about
I couldn't
Cody.
believe it. And then you had the Cody crybabies. They probably saw
That's right, yeah.
Cody win his belt.
Yeah, the Marcus crybabies.
Did you give your number or mine?
Your number.
Okay.
But yeah, the Marcus crybabies were just like the Cody crybabies.
Oh yeah. There was some kid in a Spider-Man outfit. He left crying.
I saw that too.
It was fantastic.
Like, he made little Spider-Man cry.
Loved every second of it. I'm pretty sure I ripped that kid's. Oh, guys, hold on. Go ahead, stand up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's right.
Oh,
Champ's here.
The champion right there.
Here. How many belts do you have, champion?
Here, hand me my belt right there, and let's put his belts.
Here.
Please,
give me that belt right there as well.
Yeah, we need to get rid of these. That way
we can put the property titles
That's what I'm talking
right
about.
there.
That's right. Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Awesome. The champ is here.
The champ is here. That little third leg will kick out on you. There we go. We don't want his championships to fall on the floor. Then I'm sure I'll get sued or something.
Oh, yeah.
But did you see Marcus's son? He shouldn't have been up close to the rail because when Marcus
was that Marcus's son?
Yeah,
I had no idea.
The one up there with the
he almost had to catch Marcus.
Yeah, he almost got knocked out too. I was like, "Whoa, you made Marcus fall to his son," but that's Marcus's fault. He should have told his son, "Hey, son,
did you guys say hi to the champ?
What's up, champion?
Hello, champ. Right, come a little closer to the table if you don't mind, and come around a little bit like that. Okay, cool.
He's inside.
There we go. Yes.
And then that mic's yours.
All right.
Thank you for showing up. It's not not often we get a champion of your quality. A double champion in here. At really, we have people in here with championship belts, but you have a championship from Grindhouse Pro Wrestling and EWA Wrestling, which are two of the top pro wrestling promotions around here.
Yeah,
we're very impressed. We're very impressed that you're champion of both places.
2 different promotions, 2 different states, and like you said, 2 of the top promotions around, not only just because I'm the champion of both, but that's a real big reason why, though, I would say.
Oh,
correct me if I'm wrong.
You're a badass is what you're
the longest reigning Grindhouse Pro Wrestling champion of all time, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, Ms. Shearin, the only 2-time Grindhouse Pro Wrestling champion in history as well.
That's right.
So you have a big weekend this weekend, right? On the 13th, are you going to be defending the championship?
I am. I have a match with Matt Atreya, is who I've been informed. Mr. Shearin signed the contracts just this last week.
He's actually in the audience tonight, so he's watching tonight.
He's just out here lurking.
Is he?
Waiting to run his mouth. Yeah.
Yep.
I hope he's getting a nice look at that EWA championship right there because that's as close to it as he's going to get. I can tell him that.
Because you're one of the guys that Matt Trey has never been inside the ring with yet. He's about to find out.
Oh, he's about to find out. The entire EWA has found out in the past couple months, as I'm sure Ben has been telling you guys about exactly what Klayton Cannon is about, exactly what the Ben Shearin Brand is about, and Matt Atreya, unfortunately for him, will just be the next snowflake that's canceled for the brand on the 13th.
I mean, it was very impressive who you took the belt off of, Marty Clay. That was a very impressive win.
Marty was fine.
Marty at that time probably had 5 championships at that point. And they've been dwindling ever since he's lost to you. I think he's been losing more of them. I don't think he has as many belts anymore, but Yeah, that was very impressive.
And I just want to throw out one more time, Marty Clay's never coming back to EWA. So I hope there's not anybody out there that's like, hoping and praying that you're never going to see Marty at EWA ever again.
And y'all got rid of another guy over there, Scott Diamond. Is he ever coming back, or is he?
Scott's never coming back.
Scott's never coming back.
You don't cross me.
Yeah.
And try to push a narrative and then get to come back. That's not going to happen.
He found it real fast what not to do.
We tried to cut Scott in on this whole deal. I tried to explain to him in very nice terms that we tried to bring him in to the Ben Shearin brand, but he just wasn't up to snuff. Quite frankly, I would have been the EWA champion a month earlier if he had just pulled his weight and done his job. And, despite his shortcomings.
Somebody calling here. Who we have here?
Better be somebody good to interrupt me.
Yeah, it better be.
Nice guy in the podcast. Who do we have?
Well. Hi, boys. Hi, Ben.
I don't recognize the voice. Sounds like some loser.
You should. You just spoke my name like 4 times.
Oh, guys, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, this is Fat Atreya. He's
that's adorable.
How you doing, Matt? Former nice guy.
I'm great. I'm just leaving Crunch Fitness. You know that thing that Ben sees every time he's at a Wendy's parking lot.
Former nice guy in the podcast champion on the line here. What brings you to call? I know you have a big match this week.
Here's the thing. It's funny that Matt brings up Crunch because that's what his neck does every time he moves. That man has more neck problems than anybody I've ever seen in my life. So he better think twice before he keeps running his mouth because I know more about Matt than a lot of people do, and he's got to deal with me this weekend.
I'm surprised you don't have calf muscles the size of mountains with all that weight you're carrying around. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to talk to somebody else in the room real quick.
Johnny, you need to talk to Johnny?
No, Johnny, it's not you. No, Andy, it's not you either.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Klayton.
I'm listening.
Hi. I hope you are. You're looking good in that nicely starched blue shirt of yours, your nice slicked back hair, that nicely trimmed beard that you have going on.
Go on.
I just
I'll
need
take
you to know
compliments all
one
day.
thing. Good. Because the compliments you're getting today, that's as nice as I'm going to be. Because come Saturday, ask Ben. The snowflake thing, nah. Before you came along, before the Ben Shearin Brand came along, ask Ben who he was with. Go ahead. Ask Ben who he was with. Ask Ben who taught him
Oliver Gunner?
how to be what he is today.
I've managed Matt Atreya one time, and you know what? He lost that match.
Oh wow!
And it caused me to get choked out at Paulcade. So whatever narrative Matt's trying to spin here is not really working for me.
4 letters, Ben. NEOV. 4 letters.
It's the new era of violence.
Yeah.
Him and Drew Dillinger.
Have you seen the Ben Shearin Brand, the guys that he comes out with, Matt? I'm sure you've been gone for a while. You came back the last show at EWA.
Look, I'm not.
You've had a battle with Alex Angel. That was a tough match.
Look, I'm not going to beat around the bush here. I'll admit one thing, and countless people have heard me say it anytime I'm on a show with this person. I'm a fan of Klayton. Anytime he's in the ring, I will sit there and watch his matches on the monitor. He's good. I will admit that 100%. You want to say that again?
I didn't say. Did you say something, Johnny?
I'm right here.
Okay. All right.
So he's good? You said he's
good. I will admit that. Klayton's good.
Is he just good? Because it seems like he's better than good because he's got 2 championships on my table right now. I think that's better than good.
When you have 3 ass kissers in your corner, yeah, you're going to have 2 belts.
let me, Matt, you said you called in to talk to me, so let's talk.
Yeah.
Let's leave Ben and
Let's
the other
talk.
guys
Let's
out of
chit
this.
chat.
First of all, you want to call my associates in the Ben Shearin Brand butt kissers? I'm not going to degrade myself to use curse words on here, but butt kissers, as you said. You've got Gaston LaRue, who is the EWA Heritage Champion, and then you've got Alex Angel, who is one of, if not the most intimidating powerhouse in the area. I'm not really sure that butt kissers are that caliber. And then, of course, myself, who's the EWA champion. So it sounds to me like a lot of jealousy. And I know that, you even started this conversation saying, well, before the Ben Shearin Brand came around, that's the fact. The Ben Shearin Brand is here now. We have improved EWA. We've taken over EWA. And just like the jealousy that you have for the Ben Shearin Brand, your little insults about, what I wear and my hair slicked back, you're just jealous because why? Because I have name brand classic clothing instead of wearing a beat up old white tank top around, or you're jealous because my hair slicked back because I actually have hair to slick back.
Oh, adorable.
Joke
so
on
the
you,
fact
man.
of the matter is, just like all the other snowflakes around here that want to be handed things, feel like they deserve things, and for what? What have you done, Matt, to even deserve a championship match against me?
I was wondering the same thing.
Well, if you check out my tenure with EWA right now, I'm undefeated.
Thought you did.
I
Alex
beat-
beat him?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I beat Oliver Gunner and Carson Drake by myself because my tag partner decided, oh, well, I'm probably not going to show up, but have fun.
So you beat a cripple and a guy with a megaphone. Congratulations.
Wow, Ben, he's talking about your associate. He called your man a cripple.
I mean, I did turn on Gunner at New South. If you're once you're broken down, kind of like you are, once you're broken down, you're of no use to me.
And just like Gunner, after this Saturday, I'll put you out of the business completely, just like Oliver Gunner is.
Got him.
Oh, that's a funny joke. Tell me another one.
Your Nice Guy Andy podcast title run? That was a joke.
Oh, I was going to say the fact that, Gaston LaRue's still the Heritage Champion, but that's neither here nor there.
Undefeated in EWA.
Best suplex in the business.
We can run the footage back. I'd like to see the contract with the fine print that said submission match only, just like everybody else would. But I tell you what,
credentials.
How about this? Since you think that I don't own name brand clothing, I'll show up Saturday in a suit. Full-blown 3-piece, even if you want. Matching belt, matching shoes, gold chain, everything. Just so you can see that everything that I say and do has meaning. I don't need to walk around in a suit to boast, oh yeah, I can do this, I can do that, I can show this off, I can show that off. I just want you to know this. And Ben can attest to this. He can look pretty all he wants for the camera and say this and say that. You and I are the same person. When you and I step in that ring, we both want one thing. We want to hurt the other person. I've kept this side of me at bay for a while, but no, every time I get in that ring, I want to break someone down mentally, physically, and spiritually. And if you want that side of me to show on Saturday, just say the word, big boy. Say the word.
Oh, I would love to see that side. I can't wait until Saturday. As a matter of fact, I would love for you to show up in that 3-piece suit. I would love for you to be dressed up because you're going to be dressing up for your own funeral on the 13th. And just so you know, just like other people, just like you said, oh, I can do this to show off, I can dress up. That's the difference between me and you. You can put lipstick on a pig. You can put on a suit. You can put on your best dress shoes and chains, trim up your beard, whatever you want to do. But this is who I am. I am the professional. I am the alpha male. This isn't an act. I don't travel on the weekends and play wrestler. This is what I am. This is what I do. That's why I'm the EWA champion. That's why I'm the Grindhouse Pro Wrestling Champion. And that's why I am the professional Klayton Cannon. So you wear whatever you want to wear. You wrestle however you want to wrestle on Saturday. It's not going to be enough to take the EWA championship for me and the Ben Shearin Brand.
Just remember, all it takes is one slip up, and
we've heard enough of that guy. I think the call dropped.
Oh man,
Ben, Matt Atreya did not do that, so that was
who does he think
difficulty
Who does he think he is calling in and talking to the EWA champion?
I don't think he was
like
invited to call. Was he?
I didn't invite him.
Was he saying that he's going to wrestle inside a suit?
Did you invite him to call, Johnny?
No, I did not.
I mean, I'm glad he called because we can understand. We can understand, and he
want to hear what a real champion sounds like.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So why did we invite Klayton instead of him?
Because Klayton's
the champion, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I thought Klayton is.
I was just wondering what Matt Atreya was thinking. Like
it doesn't matter, because the narrative's going to stay the same.
Exactly. He's talking about wrestling Klayton inside a suit. So let him. That's just going to hinder him.
EWA.
Isn't it funny how, before the minutes on his cricket phone ran out and you had to hang up, isn't it funny how someone like Matt Atreya, who claims to take pride in what he is, he's violent, he, wears what he wants to wear, and then once the professional Klayton Cannon comes around, now everybody wants to start wearing the three-piece suits. Now everybody wants to start looking and acting like a champion. But like I said, this isn't an act. This is who I am. The reason that I am the champion is because I am championship pedigree personified. I'm excellence personified. That's why I'm associated with the Ben Shearin Brand, is because he knows what excellence looks like, and it looks like Klayton Cannon.
He's going to show up in that suit with a wig on and hair too, probably. Just like, like hair, like 50% of the people in this room.
He sounded like he's jealous of Klayton Cannon.
Oh, how could you not be? How could you not be? Look at him.
Yeah, but I was wondering the same thing. Why would he want to change his? He seems like he wants to be you because he wants to put a suit on and he wants your belt.
Who wouldn't want to be?
Would he change his name to Matt Cannon after this?
Man's chiseled. He's chiseled from stone. Look at him.
He wants to beat you and change his name to Matt Cannon. So.
And the first time we ever saw Klayton Cannon ourselves was KPW.
Oh, every time I see him,
2022.
Every time you see Klayton Cannon, it's like champion.
Do we just get interrupted the whole time? I thought we were here to talk.
We're not going to take
by
this
someone.
Oh.
Hey, when the professional shows up, the phone lines light up, right?
Yeah, that's true. That just
Snowflakes
shows what
can't wait to
is.
come in.
No.
I mean, did you see that this man right here has been champion for a long time now?
100%.
Marty Clay thought that he was going to keep that title. This man chose his
beat him cleanly. If
you
I
ran him completely out of Frankfurt,
because you haven't seen
EWA.
Marty Clay.
No. He hasn't even thought about coming back.
When was that? This January of this year. You haven't seen? I haven't seen Marty in forever.
I haven't either.
Now since he lost the belt, he hasn't been back, right?
And that person
not one time.
And that person that got ran out was the Coke County Crusher. He thought that he was going to do whatever he wanted to do. Nope. He's out the door.
And Scott Diamond's gone too.
Oh yeah, people have to
I
learn.
haven't seen or heard of Scott Diamond since then.
You got to learn. You can't cross me. You can't cross Klayton. You can't cross
Scott
Alex.
used to watch the show and talk to us. I don't know what happened to Scott. Have you heard from Scott?
Well,
all I've seen was that Scott got choked with his own.
That's what I was about to say. You can't talk whenever you've got a crushed windpipe.
That's right.
The bar got raised at EWA when the Ben Shearin Brand came in, and you got to either step up to that standard or get left behind. And Marty Clay and Scott Diamond are two prime examples of guys that can't meet that standard, and so now you don't see them anymore.
So Ben, you being the commissioner over there at EWA, whose idea was this Rumble Royale?
Well, obviously it's my decision, Yeah. Because I want my champion to have challenges, I don't want people to think that I'm just handing him security guards or, open challenges, anything like that. I want him to have a legitimate challenge. So whoever wins Saturday at Gold Rush gets a shot at Klayton Cannon.
Okay.
That's right.
So whoever wins gets a shot.
Oh, yeah.
30
30
are there going to be any
competitors.
secret entries to this?
Oh, well, of course. Of course. I've got connections everywhere.
So people are just going to show some.
You never know who could.
Oh my God! I'm
Superfly
so
Johnny
excited.
might be in the Rumble.
Yeah,
You never know.
Yeah,
Even the quitter Sean.
Well, I mean, if Superfly shows up, I'm sorry, Klayton. He's taking that belt from you.
Okay.
That was a joke.
That was a
joke.
Klayton is
That's
the
a
man
joke. Johnny don't have enough hair for that.
That man dethroned Marty Clay.
That's right.
Oh yeah, I was there when it happened.
He also kicked Party Mike Harris' butt.
I seen that too. I was there.
Chris Blade.
I've been
Chris Blade should have never.
I've been a photo. I'm a photojournalist. I was right there next to the ring when it happened. I filmed a lot of that. I'm so impressed with your wrestling skills in that ring. I just can't wait to see you pin Matt Atreya's shoulders to the mat.
Right. No doubt in my mind.
Yeah. I bet that Matt Atreya just asked you to put him inside that match because he thought that he'd get an easy win. Well, the fact is,
I think he just wants to be close to a champion. I think he just wants to be.
That's probably it because
and then he's like thinking maybe Klayton, somehow he'll beat you. Like he's just wishing. Sometimes people just wish and they put themselves in these situations. So maybe he just thinks maybe something will happen.
Well, he can wish in one hand and what.
Oh yeah,
see which one fills up quicker.
Exactly.
I mean, just being that close to a champion, has to be a good thing for Matt. Has to make him feel better.
People like Matt, they just want a brush with greatness. I mean, that's all it is, and they get maybe one once in a lifetime opportunity, and that's what he has on Saturday. And quite frankly, I've done that for a lot of people in the area. I've stepped in the ring with people that have raised their stature. I've given them shots at the championship. Obviously, not many people have been very successful. But I've given them that opportunity. And I at least can say that this Saturday at the Rumble Royale, whoever wins that Rumble match, at least I can say for them that they have earned a championship title match with me. Unlike someone like Matt Atreya, who was just handed an opportunity out of nowhere. At least the winner of the Rumble will have earned that shot. They're not going to be successful in taking the EWA championship, but they will at least have earned that opportunity instead of just being handed something for no reason.
It's funny. Hold on. I don't mean to interrupt you, but it's funny that you bring that up because April 28th, Grindhouse Pro Wrestling, you have a championship match that night too against someone who was handed another opportunity
in a cage, right?
Steel cage match.
Steel cage match.
Steel cage match. Title versus career. And unfortunately, I know friend of the show, I guess, Berto. I know he was in here a couple weeks ago. If you're in the Indiana area, if you're in Jeffersonville, come out on the 28th to see Berto's last match ever because it's title versus career inside of a steel cage. First time there's been a steel cage match in Grindhouse. And obviously, I don't have any plans of losing the Grindhouse Championship, so it's going to end up being Berto's last match of his career in Grindhouse. And just like Ben said, he's been handed opportunity after opportunity. The only reason he's even in this position is because of me and my generosity and allowing him to be in my corner really for almost a year. I brought him along. I strung him along. I tried to reach down and help someone less fortunate, and
he turned on you.
What I got for it was a sucker punch in the jaw eventually, which is usually what happens to people like myself when we try to reach out and help those and bring those up. They get jealous and they want more, and that's exactly what happened to Berto, and he's going to reap the consequences on the 28th.
I just wondered what Berto was thinking when he turned his back on you like that. It just don't make no sense to me. He just seems like a really good guy, and then he turns his back on you. Was it jealousy, you think?
Well, Klayton, you even made him the co-champion.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Berto was the co-champion, and it wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because Berto wants what he can't have.
Jealousy
starts sparking.
I bet it's that hippo.
Yeah. That hippo does have a lot of influence on him.
It's like I said, jealousy is the exact word. It's never enough for people like Berto, for people in society like him, that when people try to reach down and give them a helping hand and give them a help up to a different level that they would never achieve on their own, which is what I did with Berto. He barely gets himself dressed in the morning. There's no way that he would achieve a main event championship level without me, and yet it's still not enough. I don't know what else I could have done for the man.
And yet in his own head, he thinks that it was you that betrayed him.
And then sometimes you get people like that get an opportunity, and then sometimes they even win. But then how long are they even going to stay champion? Until the next match?
That's not even anything we're worried about.
A transitional.
There's not a chance.
Yeah,
that Klayton doesn't leave the 28th.
Like Matt Atreya did get.
My money's on Klayton.
He did win the Nice Guy Indie Podcast Championship, and then the next time he lost it back.
He also took 6 months off. He won the title and then disappeared.
He did.
He lost it.
Ridiculous.
He won it. Then the next match, he's lost it, and then he took.
And that's why I got a theory. The reason why he wants to face Klayton because he sees what a champion is. Klayton has held that title for more than 1 month. This man right here has defended his championship every time, and Klayton has to face him because Matt Trey wants to see what this champion can do. And when he loses, he's probably going to leave forever.
He probably should. He should have retired 6 years ago, if we're being honest. I'm surprised his knees are still carrying him through whatever he's doing in his day-to-day life.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Matt doesn't realize, what I know about him and his career. I could snap a finger, boom, there goes his knee. Yeah. There goes his neck.
Exactly, because you already see where his weak points
are.
You
know his weaknesses is. I mean, I'm sure you've already shared those with everybody that needs to know.
We've been scouting.
Exactly. I was going to say, he calls in and wants to brag that Ben Shearin used to be his manager. Guess who his manager is now?
And he has a suit. Wow.
The guy that was with you for years is now in the corner of the EWA champion. So what do you think we've been talking about for the past couple of weeks? Oh, yeah. I mean, give me a break, Matt.
We're looking forward to seeing you at EWA, and we're looking forward to coming down to Grindhouse and seeing you in that cage with Berto and teaching Berto a lesson.
My money's on Klayton all day.
The money should always be on Klayton.
Absolutely.
That's right, on both shows. Because you just know this is a champion. When you look at him, you see champion. You look at those belts right there, you think Klayton Cannon. You don't think anybody else. You think only of Klayton Cannon. He has held both these titles for so long and prestigiously, I might add. So what does Berto think that he's going to do? He thinks that he's going to take that from this man right here?
How long have you had that Grindhouse championship?
For nearly 2 years.
2 years, wow.
And I'm sure there's a little bit of a hiccup in there for a couple of months, but
that was because Grindhouse management threw Aaron Williams and Tyler Matrix at Klayton at the same time. I don't even think you got pinned to lose the title, did you?
I did, but on a technicality. I basically beat myself. If you go back and watch the tape, I basically, Tyler Matrix, in a match, I basically beat myself.
Don't all great champions
before I remedied that. So
we're our own worst enemy sometimes.
Great champions always beat themselves, like Mike Tyson. You know, when Mike Tyson got beat by Buster Douglas, he beat himself that night.
Oh, yeah.
But that was rectified very quickly. So almost for the better part of 2 years, I've been Grindhouse champion. Exactly. And obviously, I don't plan on that ending anytime soon, much less on the 28th. In a match I may mention that Berto asked for. Berto asked for the cage match. And in return, I asked that if that was going to be the case, that he put his career on the line.
When he was in here in the studio, he was you called in and he's really, really mad at you. He's really, really, really mad at you. That jealousy is a bad thing.
It really is.
It's dangerous. Because now Berto's going to hurt him, or he's going to end up losing the match himself.
And
he's going to be so hot-headed, he's not going to be able to think. He already doesn't think clearly as it is anyway. But you throw in his rage over whatever feud that he has with Klayton,
and with that anger, I'm afraid he's going to hurt Hippo by accident.
And think about what's a guy like that going to do when he has no wrestling career to turn to. What's he going to have to fall back on? I said he asked for this match, and he accepted the stipulation of putting his career on the line. So when I beat him, what's he going to do? He's not even qualified to flip burgers at McDonald's. So what is he going to do with himself?
I don't know what he's going to do
after the 28th.
Exactly.
What would he do after that? He is your assistant over there at EWA, though.
That's a technicality.
But do you still continue to be your assistant over there?
Well, that's why he's not here right now. He's off still searching for. It's a secret mission,
That's why, because Ben Shearin was smart. He had him sign a contract, made him think that he is the secret
he's off looking
partner to him. But the truth is,
you sent him after jelly beans again.
Told him to go find the Jolly Green Giant.
You don't even know what a jelly bean is.
He probably somewhere over the continent right now trying to find that Jolly Green Giant. And by the time he makes it to Grindhouse Pro Wrestling, April 28th, Klayton Cannon's already got his number because Klayton Cannon's already been focused on taking him out. While he's too busy focused on some Jolly Green Giant somewhere. Which is a problem because what has he done to earn this championship match? Really?
Yeah.
He asked for this match. He wants to inside steel cage. He's just asking for this man right here to tear him apart.
Absolutely.
Which it kind of makes you wonder if that was what Berto was thinking. He's like, I can't beat Klayton, so maybe I, know when he's going to lose. He's like, who am I going to be if I don't beat Klayton? So he's just ready to hang it up.
Exactly, and that's the way he asked for a steel cage match so that Klayton could beat him so bad that he has to hang it up. That's the only way he's going to be leaving. Is inside of a body bag.
It's going to be a lot of kids crying on April 28th.
Just like they were when Marcus Johnson found out
That's right,
quick
baby.
They shouldn't be picking with this man. That's
yeah.
Look, Marcus Johnson's own son. That son found out real fast. His dad came into him at the barricade, and Marcus Johnson just laying there on the floor. He got to see real close why Marcus Johnson was not going to beat Klayton Cannon because he's not championship material.
We told everybody at the beginning of the show that Marcus wasn't going to get the job done. They could have, everybody in that building could have saved themselves a night and just listened to us, tell them what was going to happen. But no, they got emotionally invested and then how'd it go?
Exactly.
Broke their heart.
Exactly. You had all those kids crying because they're just like Cody Crybabies. They were Marcus Crybabies.
Are they showing the footage right now? Is this what they're doing right now?
They're setting it up.
Yeah, they're setting it up.
What are they saying here?
Troll, apparently.
Guys, we're kind of going to watch a little bit of the EWA here, too. We want to see what these young bucks have got in store for us over this.
We're about to see a troll
CM Punk, Jack Perry fight here.
They haven't mentioned CM Punk by name, which is probably smart.
Yep, very smart. Because you don't want to mention his by name. Just like he didn't mention them by name.
Sorry I got quiet, guys.
Are they being real here, you think?
No, there's not a chance.
It's not a chance they're being real?
No.
Exactly.
He's got a cool suit freaking jacket on, don't he?
Maybe that's what Matt's going to wear Saturday.
Yeah.
I bet that is. Matt's going to be watching it and be like...
Stupid hat, too.
Yeah.
Maybe he shows up in a powder blue tux. This is what I wore to prom.
Yeah, come on, because he knows that he ain't got nothing like
prom. He didn't have a date.
He didn't graduate high school.
Like he ain't got nothing like Klayton.
All in London. Oh, here's the thing.
Look.
Oh shit.
There's Taz.
There's Jack Perry.
There's Jack Perry.
There's
he
Joe.
looks like he can't breathe. There's Punk with the X's on his back there.
Look.
And
they're really actually showing.
They're actually showing something
I'm
here.
shook right now.
Me too.
You got Joe over there on the side. He's just pacing around, and CM Punk is
Jack's talking to him. Talk to him.
Talk to Jack Perry there, and looks like they're gonna. I don't know. They don't even look like they're any heated yet.
It really don't.
Oh.
The heck?
Who is that behind him here? That's
looks like just a producer.
Yep,
Terry Red Rooster there, or no.
Terry.
Oh, he pushed him.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
Look, face locks.
Well, here's the thing.
This
is exactly what Punk said happened.
Yep. Yeah, those idiots.
Why would you show
now
it?
Now he's yelling at somebody over there.
That might have been Tony Khan.
Yeah,
I guess this is technically Gorilla.
Because he said this is a clown show. I quit.
Oh, it's Chris Hero.
Yep, Chris Hero's there. And this is exactly what Punk said.
This is exactly what Punk said happened.
Exactly.
I don't think that he would have got fired if he didn't say anything to Tony Khan.
But you know, this is kind of funny because it just backfired on them. They didn't show us anything that he didn't say that didn't happen.
Entire incident's not even close for me.
Man, these guys. See, this is why Klayton Cannon's a champion. These guys wish they were like Klayton Cannon right here.
They've never been heavyweight champion anywhere, have they?
Never. Because of stuff like this. You think that Klayton Cannon would be doing that? No, because Klayton Cannon is a champion through and through. Like they had us all thinking that we were going to see something different, something that was nothing like that.
Is he talking about Punk? He said something about sticking out your hand to shake, and
yes,
what's it saying?
Oh, they were talking about FTR at the end of the All-In match.
Yeah,
they tried to shake their hands and they walked off.
What a stupid
decision.
Exactly. That was stupid.
Legit. Everything happened that Punk said.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. We know Punk was telling the truth about it.
Jeez.
Yep. And look,
I want to see the footage of the Bucks and Kenny Omega and
that would have been more exciting.
I want to see that fight. That's what I want to see. I'm more interested in that.
You would saw
Larry
the Dog
NDAs,
bite
that's never
Kenny.
coming out.
Huh?
Like I'm telling you, that's why they're not like this man right here.
Well, I mean,
you let somebody do that in my gorilla position at EWA, you're gone. You're gone.
Yeah, you know what? Well, he is gone, I guess.
Yeah.
Both of them's gone, actually.
But the only reason why Tony Khan fired him was because Tony Khan was back to wild by his boys.
No, CM Punk was trying to get fired. There's no doubt in my mind that CM Punk was not trying to get fired, because when CM Punk was suspended from first, he went to TNA to try to get a job. He went over to WWE, and I'm sure Triple H was like, hey, if you happen to get fired.
Because at that point, he realized that nobody wants him there.
Went back and got fired.
Well, even on that Ariel Helwani podcast, he said he told Tony to fire him after Brawl In, and he wouldn't do it.
Yeah, so he had to.
He even said, don't make another show.
I think CM Punk's just the smartest motherfucker in pro wrestling.
He's made millions of dollars.
He left for 9 years, kept his fucking audience. Who does that? Who keeps their audience after 9 years?
It's very telling that the man that has been fired still has so much name value to his name.
Edge did the same thing, came back, and Edge isn't shit in here in AEW right now.
FTR's cutting a promo saying that they're tired of talking about this, but they just showed the footage and brought it back up. So I don't really.
We're tired of talking about it, but we're going to talk about it a little bit more.
And this is just continuing on with what they were doing at the end after Dynamite went out there last week.
What they're doing here is trying to get FTR to have heat with the Bucks. That's what this is all about. Is they're starting more heat. They're starting more heat with the Bucks with FTR, because FTR is a CM Punk guys, and the Bucks don't like CM Punk, so they're just trying to do the CM Punk Young Buck match that should have happened. Yeah. After all this, they should have said, "Hey, let's make this money. Let's put this in the ring." Yeah. So they're trying to make that weird
way to go about it. I think.
Yeah, it is weird way.
But to their credit though, their next tag match is going to be a banger. Like they've never not had a good match too. So
this is going to be.
You just don't have to.
FTR.
You don't have to.
I mean, I want to watch. I want to watch Dynasty. AEW has awesome pay-per-views, and
they're too long.
They're awesome. They have the best matches. Long. They've gotten shorter. Since
everybody gets a match on AEW pay-per-views.
Well, here's the thing: Mania was over by like 11 o'clock.
It was
Sunday
done
night.
At 10:30.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh, it was great
because it went over.
The only reason why night 2 went with a bit longer is because they had a 45-minute main event.
Yeah,
but they went longer on Saturday night, which should have happened.
Yep. I'm fine with that. I don't have to get up.
We don't have to get up for work
on Sunday night.
Which is why if AEW wants to move their shows to Saturday,
they do shows on Saturday.
I thought it was Sunday.
They do shows on Saturday most of the time.
They've been doing Sunday a lot here recently.
Have they? Well, they've been, Sunday's better for us.
For us, but it's too long, Andy.
I don't think they're too long. I don't think they're too long. I think that they've been cutting them a little bit. I'm still an AEW fan. I'm a WWE fan. I'm a TNA fan. I like pro wrestling.
MLW fan too.
I'm a bigger fan of independent pro wrestling, which is EWA. I'm a big fan of EWA wrestling, and soon we get to go up to the first time the Nice Guy podcast will be at Grindhouse Pro Wrestling.
Damn, Skippy.
Excited to have you guys, man.
Hope the other podcasts up there likes us. What is the Ring Generals?
Ring Generals. They've got their second annual Ring Generals ladder match that night.
Well, that's cool with us. I mean, Ring Generals, we appreciate if you guys would be okay with us being there with you guys. We have no heat with any podcast. We all we want to do is put over pro wrestling, and we do have a reach of 4.8 billion people, 8 million people. So, if you guys want to work with us a little bit, we're willing to work with anybody. So. We're not snobby about our our podcast. We don't have any ego problems. We don't have any problems with working with other pro podcasts.
it's all about building together.
We're all a family, baby.
We're all.
Damn.
I mean, if professional wrestling promotions can work together, I'm sure us in the podcast business can work together.
What about this? WWE's gonna let their wrestlers wrestle at independence? Why not? Hear me out. They send some of their guys down here to Kentucky, wrestle for our promotions.
Oh yeah,
I'd love to see
I'd
love to see the Ring Generals champion face the Nice Guy Indie podcast champion at some point. That's what I want to see.
Chambers and Icon Lee might not be too bad.
Oh, I'd love to see that. We can maybe make it a non-title match. I mean, and that way they keep their belts. But I'd love to see that match.
And earlier, Icon Lee was inside the comments. He says, "I've got to come to my podcast again, the actual champion."
He is our champion now. He did pin Adrian Alexander at the last EWA match. It was a Falls Happen Anywhere match.
Which we told Icon he could have.
Yep.
At our last Frankfurt show.
Exactly.
And he wasted no time cashing.
No, he did kind of like Damian Priest did and he found his opportunity and came out and cashed in.
In a way, Adrian did give him what he said. He said, "Only you can make it happen." And then Adrian started talking about one-on-one. Let's see how you do against me, a one-on-one.
And he beat him.
They are going to have another match again at May
13th.
No, I think it's May the 11th or the May the 10th.
May 10th.
In Appalachian Mountain Wrestling.
Okay.
So a weekend of champions. They're going to have another match. So
all I could say is Adrian baby ready because Icon Lee ain't going to be
he
that title up without a fight.
He don't mess around.
He's in love with that title. He loves being our champ. We love having him as a champ, and we loved Adrian being champ. Adrian did represent us like we wanted him to represent us, and he was a great champion. But it's time to move on to a newer champ, and Adrian's going to get his shot at the title again, and hopefully, if he wants it back, he wants it bad enough, he'll win it.
That's right. And you know what? The way Icon Lee treats our belt is the same way he treats his belts. You're going to need someone to try and be better than Klayton Cannon. There ain't nobody on his level.
Who defends these other Nice Guy Indie podcast champions?
Well, the ones
we ain't decided who's going to hold that women's title yet.
Well, the one we just took off the belt, the one you just took off the thing was Zodiac's old belt, the Monster Head belt, which was Zodiac's first belt. He gave it back to us after he lost it. We since he was the first belt holder of the Nice Guy Indie podcast, he did represent and defended it 26 times. We retired that belt. If Zodiac ever wins the title back, that'll be his belt. But I like to give every champion their new belt, which Icon, I told him I'd get him a new belt. He liked that belt. He wants to keep that belt. He says it represents him. He wants to make sure that because that was Adrian's belt, he wants to keep it to piss off Adrian.
Yep, makes sense.
So I did tell him I'd get him a new belt, but and the one on here on this belt was the one that I was going to give Matt Atreya. The red belt.
But Matt Atreya lost.
He lost the belt before I got to give it to him. It's crazy. And we do have a women's championship over there. The pink one is the women's championship belt. And
yet Matt Atreya thinks that he's going to take this man's title.
No. So how about after I beat Matt Atreya on Saturday, I'll come back and pick that belt up too. I'm not opposed to adding a couple more to the collection.
That sounds good.
I think Icon would be kind of a little pissed off about that.
We can make this the Nice Guy Indie Intercontinental Champion.
Well, I like that.
We could do something like that. Yeah, we can figure out something.
Definitely
like that.
Can.
Yeah,
because then you guys have 3 titles in circulation. Nice Guy Indie is just once.
I'd like to. I was in the talks with EWA to have some tag team belts made.
There you go.
So we might have some tag team belts made. At some point.
I think I know the first tag team that could win those.
Who's that?
The Ben Shearin Brand.
Yeah. We just a little free bird rule,
Yeah, maybe we get
another.
Maybe we get another red belt made like this, and that's the new tag team belts
right
there. You go.
Yeah.
I feel bad. We don't have enough titles at EWA. I can't get Alex one yet.
Yeah.
So
well, maybe.
Have you seen Alex? He could be the tag team champions by himself.
Oh,
that's
true.
True.
That dude is.
He's jacked.
He's jacked. He's a mean fellow, man.
And he beat Zodiac.
And
he hurt out there.
He hurt Matt Atreya as well.
Oh yeah. Well, it doesn't take a lot to hurt Matt.
Kicked him right in the face. Matt Atreya should have known not to try to climb back to that ring. Matt Atreya got sent right back down to the floor.
Oh yeah.
And yet the man thinks that he's going to take this man's title from him.
No, I don't think he thinks.
What's up?
I don't really. I don't think he thinks that. I think he wants to say that he's going to take it, but I don't think he really believes it. We'll see on Saturday, the 13th of April, in Frankfort, Kentucky, at the Thorn Hill Education Center. See if Maitreya can back up his words, because I don't believe that he believes that. Do you? Does anybody in this room believe in that?
I don't.
Not at all.
Not at all.
And like we mentioned earlier, it's the last EWA show in Frankfurt for the foreseeable future. In case we,
I love that building down there. I wish that people would come out and pack that building. Yeah. I think that there's room enough for EWA in Frankfurt and in Richmond. But if people don't come and pack the building, we can't stay at places like Yep. So I don't hold it against EWA to not be in Frankfurt, but Richmond's actually closer to us. So hey, as long as you guys stay close to us, I'd love it.
It's a little bit further of a drive for me, but
Yeah.
Ben Shearin, someone wants to call in on Klayton's behalf.
I love going up to Jeffersonville. I can't
Who's
wait.
calling in?
Chris Blade wants to call in on his behalf.
Well, Andrew Brandon wanted to call in.
Didn't we embarrass him?
Yeah, y'all
What's
did.
he want to call in for?
And then, did y'all see Saturday though? I mean, at the last Saturday when he
He
helped
was
him
so
out.
bad at security, I had to put him in a referee outfit.
And then what did he do? He counted that pin for Klayton.
That's
the man
right.
That destroyed him.
He knew his place. He knew his place.
Exactly.
So, I mean,
and now he wants to call in for
give him
Klayton.
the number if he wants to call. I'm sure he wants to thank the champion for pinning
For the
and
honor.
beating the shit out of him. Honor of getting his shit beat out by us. I mean, I'm sure it's an honor. I'm sure Matt's gonna be like, I can't win that belt, but I can get the shit beat out of me by Klayton Cannon, and then I can go tell everybody, hey, I didn't win because it's Klayton Cannon. I mean, I tried to be a champ.
I mean, think about, as you just said, being beat by the professional is nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, Maitreya this Saturday will join a list of guys like Aaron Williams, Tyler Matrix, Hornswoggle, Zach Gowitt. I mean, the list can go on and on.
Yep.
He gets to say he was in the ring with you. Like that's
an honor.
That's a
in and of
championship
itself.
by itself, I think. Like, well, maybe we'll give him
a
one
participation trophy.
Maybe we'll give him one of them little belts that we got.
There you go.
We're gonna give it hey, here's a little belt for you.
Slap that on his wrist as we're leaving.
That's right. Because that's all he's going to get.
Your participation trophy. That's right. Everybody should get a participation trophy every once in a while.
So they can know that they'll never touch the real thing.
That's right. The referee walking up to him and showing him
we
the
got
belt. It's as close as
Chris Blades calling.
You guys need a new ringtone.
I know,
Jump
right?
around.
Hello, y'all there?
Hey, this is a Nice Guy Podcast. Who do we have?
We have the Southern Outlaw, Chris Blade, the one and only. I was just calling to...
Oh, the referee.
Yeah, I was
the
just calling
EWA
to...
referee?
Yep.
Is this the EWA referee?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And the EWA security guys has beat.
But anyways, so I was calling on Klayton's behalf. It's nothing bad, but Klayton, I just want to thank you, for even though I did get beat up, I still want to thank you for giving me the opportunity, to kind of like get my name out there and let people know who I am. And so that's why I was calling to thank you for that opportunity. So
say this. Say thank you for beating my ass, Klayton Cannon.
Beat my butt.
Yeah, thank you for beating my ass, Klayton Cannon. There you go.
Yeah. We're going to get Maitreya to call in and say
I was going to say, this should be a segment on your guys' show where people call in and be like, hey, thanks for beating me, champ.
Thanks for beating my ass,
That's
champion.
right. Because
I think it's probably therapeutic.
Oh, it has to be.
Yeah, because
once you come to grips with the fact that you're never going to be as good as the professional,
it brings
And
the person
never,
to
ever-
reality.
And never ever
It's a lot
hold the
better.
real thing there.
How much better would the world be if people would learn to appreciate getting a dose of toxic masculinity instead of thinking that it's a bad word? Appreciating the fact that you were even had the opportunity to be in there with an alpha male like myself.
You probably boost Chris Blade's testosterone level like 50%.
Absolutely.
He probably can grow a mustache now.
well, he did a pretty good job refereeing in Richmond.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe we can make him the official Ben Shearin Brand referee.
Yeah, there you go. What about that, Chris? You think you can,
Can you do what you're told?
do what you're told?
Yeah, that'll work.
If you know what we mean, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
See, he knows his place.
Yeah, I mean, all I got to do is listen to Ben and just listen to Klayton and follow their league, and I should be good. Should be no problem.
Yeah, you should be good by then. Thank you.
I like this guy
for bowing down to the champion.
I think you beat some smarts into him, man, because he wasn't too smart getting into the ring, but I think he's
educated
on the back end.
He almost got a high school diploma. He should be able to pass his GED now.
He got an education for sure.
That's right.
Courtesy of Klayton Cannon.
Well, thank you, Chris, for calling in. We appreciate you, buddy, and thanks for coming and watching WrestleMania with us. That was awesome.
I appreciate y'all too. Later.
All right, buddy.
That's right, brother. See, Klayton Cannon beat some sense to him. Now he's finally understanding.
Tell Dude.
He'll never be as good as Klayton Cannon.
Tell Dude he can call for a few minutes, too. He wants to call.
Dude
Talk to the champ.
Dude better be talking to the champ.
Who started calling him the Southern Outlaw? Because don't you have to, aren't you supposed to be a wrestler before you get, a...
I think, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Larry D call him that?
He said he came up with it.
Oh, he did. He came up with it, but I thought Larry D he trained with Larry D. Did he? Or he said he was going to?
No, he said he was going to, and then
he never did. I don't think he never did.
Then he started training with Adrian, and them. They said, "Whatever, brother."
Larry D's knocked me out a couple times.
Yeah,
he's
a legend in this business.
You know why he knocked you out? Because he was jealous that Ben Shearin makes stars.
There was some stuff. Oh,
we got.
Is it Dude?
Doo Browning. What's up?
What up? What up?
You're on the Nice Guy Andy podcast. We have the Ben Shearin Brand here and the champion of Grindhouse Pro Wrestling and the EWA Heavyweight Champion here. What would you like to say to them?
I would say that Benjamin is the GOAT.
Ben's the GOAT. Yeah, we know that. Would you like to kiss Klayton Cannon's ass right now?
His butt.
No, because he's the GOAT too.
He's the GOAT too. Exactly. Man, a lot of good,
I like
a lot of smart fans calling tonight.
Outside of Matt, it's been pretty.
I know, right?
Great.
Matt. I guarantee you, the next time Matt calls in, he's going to say the same thing that Chris Blade said to you.
I think so.
Yeah. He probably grows some hair after that fight.
I'm with Ben. I think it should become a segment on the show. I mean, basically, at least once a month, there's going to be a new name to add to the list that can call in and express their appreciation for the wrestling lesson.
And Berto's going to call you and say, "Thank you for ending my wrestling career. I don't have to. My back don't have to. My feet don't have to hurt
Berto
anymore."
Once, didn't you?
Beat Berto once, right in the middle of the ring. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and
he must have really enjoyed that. He wants some more.
You just beat Berto at the end of March at Grindhouse too, didn't you?
Well.
Was that not Berto?
Well,
are you sure? I was pretty sure.
I was under the impression that it was. Was that not?
I thought it was.
I know he looked like he lost some weight, but I know he'd been down in Mexico training for our match. So,
See?
But I thought it was Berto.
Hey Andrew, thanks for calling in.
And lost. We got referee Dustin James inside the chat. He said, "Hey guys."
Hello, Dustin.
Guys, if you're out there in the chat, please send us some stars. It helps the podcast tremendously.
Send some stars.
We need you guys to send up stars
send some money.
Help pay the bills around here. We do appreciate all our fans, and we do what we can for independent pro wrestling. Plus, we bring you the stars on the show. I mean, Ben Shearin's here.
Right here.
Commissioner of EWA, a complete genius in the wrestling business right now. And then you have another genius on the other side here, a belt collector, if we could say that, a champion of champions, Klayton Cannon.
That's right.
No
one could be a star like Klayton Cannon.
Agreed. That's why he was the first person brought into the Ben Shearin brand.
That's right, because you were smart. You took notice. You're like, I want that guy with me.
I've been around for a while. I can spot stars in the wrestling.
And see, Scott Diamond should know. Only one man in the company had eyes for Klayton Cannon.
Well, Scott,
and that was BSB.
Scott could have been with us.
That's true. You did offer it.
He still had that Diamond Cartel.
He wanted to name it the Diamond Cartel.
He didn't want to fall in line.
He couldn't be second or third
because
he couldn't understand.
If it's not about Scott, then it's
And you would have thought someone with as much experience as Scott would have seen that coming. The fact that he had a role to play, and if he just would have stayed in his lane and played his role, he'd be enjoying the spoils of success just like everybody else in BSB.
He'd be sitting in a chair right here next to us talking about how great Klayton is.
Yeah.
Exactly, because you offered it to him. You said, I want you to join the BSB. Oh, yeah. And what did he do? He turned you down. He said, respectfully, I got to turn you down because you know me, I'm Diamond Cartel for life. And well, look what happened to him. You guys ended up making a message.
We made a statement.
That's right. And everyone took notice too.
That's why I keep wearing that pretty little red scarf to the ring with me every time I get out there.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, because what they don't understand is that the BSB, they don't play around.
Not at all.
You got a champion in Klayton Cannon, you got the Heritage Champion Gaston LaRue, and you got Alex Angel,
the future Nice Guy Andy podcast tag team champion.
Exactly.
Maybe by himself.
Exactly. I mean, look at him. He's big enough to have 2 titles.
See, Matt got lucky and got a little upset win last time. That's not going to happen again.
Yep.
Stupid Ethan Heyer ran out and took me and Gaston to the back whenever it happened.
Yeah, and then
that kid needs to keep his nose to himself.
Then Matt comes out and picks up Ethan
celebrating a loser
on his shoulder, and they're celebrating the loser, and it's like, man, I mean, you want to be in that winning thing when you're celebrating. You don't want to be a loser when you're celebrating. I mean,
And what about Party Mike trying to, just because you issued the open challenge, he wants to make himself the first person to take this man on.
Well, we didn't say it was for the belt. Again, exactly. Another example of someone coming out and wanting to be handed something that they don't deserve. And even someone like Ethan Heyer, we're celebrating mediocrity, which is, again, another affliction of our society today, is everybody wants to celebrate mediocrity, just doing just enough to get by. You come out and put a guy on your shoulders because he lost? Yeah. Why? Because the snowflakes that are in attendance like to cheer him and cheer for him and chain his name and buy his T-shirt? So what?
Yeah, it's like, does Ethan
even win no title?
The Matt comes out and steals his limelight a little bit, and does he even want to be associated with Matt? I mean, really?
I wouldn't.
I mean, Ethan does.
I wouldn't either.
If Ethan was smart, he'd be trying to talk to you and trying to say, "Hey, can I be like the 4th or 5th wheel in
What's that
Ben Shearin Brand?
You can't beat them, join them."
Exactly.
I could take Ethan to a higher level.
Yeah, just like Chris Blade called and said,
this referee here told you to shut up, Ben. Dallas Edwards. He better remember, you're the one that writes his checks.
I agree.
Edwards, why would you say that to the commissioner of the EWA?
Exactly.
You work
he
for him.
Working for you?
I guess you're going to be on the opening match.
He's gonna pay for that this week.
He's going to be reffing the opening matches.
Him and Ethan like to run around, call themselves the scum dogs. Which is pretty accurate, for the both of them. If we're being honest,
they know what they are.
He got to understand, you're the referee. You're supposed to be paying respect to this man.
That's
man owns
and the champion.
Exactly.
Because he's taking us to places I never thought that we could go. If Marty Clay was still the champion, we'd be stuck in Frankfurt.
Yeah.
But now look.
Or the reason we're moving to a bigger, better building, a bigger, better location. And it's not because of Marty Clay.
Sold out.
I have to give you
Richmond
credit
YMCA.
for that, Ben, for finding that place to go and changing cities, the places that that actually knew who Klayton Cannon was and how big a champion he is. I mean,
they came to see Klayton.
Apparently, there's really smart fans in Richmond and Frankfurt.
They were lined up out the door to get in there and tell us how great
they wasn't there for Marcus
Apparently,
Johnson.
Frankfurt's full of just dummies. Down there, I guess.
Because you had the opportunity to see one of the best in pro wrestling in general.
I mean, Frankfurt, why are you not coming to the shows down there in Frankfurt? Because, y'all have some of the best wrestlers in the state of Kentucky, state of Ohio, coming to your rinky-dink little town. Like the capital, really? They call that little shit the capital?
I've never understood
They should
that.
move the capital to Lexington or Frankfurt, or Richmond at least. Why would it be in Frankfurt?
It should be in Louisville, if we're being honest.
Well, yeah, probably. Lexington, at least.
No, gross.
Lexington.
Do you know how awful of a drive it is up here?
Well, we don't want them scumbag politicians. You can have them, and yeah, Louisville is more likely to have scumbags.
That's right. Scumbags and scandals. That's what we do, baby.
Yeah, there we go.
That's
so
right.
yeah, we'll move the capital to Louisville, and then we can just forget about Frankfort because Frankfort don't know how to come out for pro wrestling.
Frankfort don't respect champions like this man right here.
I dare y'all to come over there. I dare the fans to come.
Yeah. Come show us that we're wrong this
Show
Saturday.
us this wrong this weekend. Like, you guys are about to lose, and someday you'll be like, oh, my God, I remember when EWA was in Frankfort, and now they're not.
Yeah, Klayton Cannon
Can y'all come back?
He'll be in his 20th year reigning EWA champion. And they're like, oh, I could have seen that guy whenever he first started.
When we're big and we got when EWA's big and has a big contract on TV, they're like, I remember they started right here in Frankfort, Kentucky. And they were like, no.
They didn't go to
You ran us out of Frankfort, Kentucky because you guys wouldn't come to the damn Thorn Hill Education Center.
They didn't go to see Marcus Johnson. Let's be
honest. You know what it is, don't you? It's the Thorn Hill Education Center, and those guys are worried. Those fans are worried that if they come up there, they're going to have to read something.
They're going to have to get an education because
they're going to have to read.
Like PTSD, because they never graduated from outside those walls of the elementary school.
Those Frankfurt fans don't want to read. That's why they can't show up to the education center.
Plus, they'll be seeing the champion right here looking fly, and they don't want to be reminded that they don't have education at all.
Exactly.
Just like when Marcus Johnson thinks that
they probably look at that belt and be like, what's that big word on there that starts with a C? What's that big word that's on that title? Like, is he a chimpanzee? What is he? What?
Go ask every snowflake that came to the show in Richmond. The sold out show. We had to bring in extra chairs even to accommodate the crowd.
Frankfurt. What are you doing, Frankfurt?
Are better for having come and seen Klayton Cannon and BSB and getting just a little taste of toxic masculinity. Every one of them, to a man, would admit to you that they are better for being at that show and being in the presence of greatness.
Richmond's definitely a better city than Frankfurt.
Exactly.
Come on.
Because that's
come on out and get you a dose, Frankfurt. Get you some toxic masculinity this Saturday. You know
we dare you to come to the shows.
We do dare you because you're going to see a champion this Saturday night in Klayton Cannon.
100%.
Because you sure ain't going to see it from Matt Treya.
No.
Even higher.
No.
Or even Party Mike. Come on, y'all got to come out here to see the Ben Shearin Brand. They hold all the gold.
And we're going to continue. Like, there's no one on that roster right now that's on our level.
Well, y'all showed Marvelous Marcus Johnson in his hometown, who's the boss.
Clean as a whistle, right in the middle of the ring.
And they didn't come out there to see him.
Marvelous Marcus is a great talent, and he dances really good.
But he's no Klayton Cannon.
I haven't seen him pin somebody's shoulders in a long time. Come on, Marvelous.
You all seen him at Richmond.
We invited him to the podcast one time, and he couldn't come because he ate Taco Bell the night and he had the shits.
And he tried to blame Mark.
We have a bathroom, Marvelous.
Who eats Taco Bell?
We have
exactly.
I know,
especially
a pro wrestler, a professional athlete. Like, we have a bathroom here.
And what's worse is that he was champion of Allied Pro Wrestling, and he stopped at Taco Bell. They have Taco Bell instead of come down to promote the show.
And you know who beat him that day? Marty Clay.
Klayton, when's the last time you ate Taco Bell?
I mean, I can't.
He's
I can't
probably
think
never
of a
ate
time.
it
because that's not on a champion's diet.
He's probably never ate a Taco Bell. He's like, Taco Bell was what?
Chicken, rice, and broccoli for this man.
That's
here.
right.
I'm sure.
And then he's in the gym for 4 hours every night, sitting there banging and clanging.
Eating his eggs and doing.
Marcus Johnson don't look like he's been inside the gym at all.
And that's why he's not a champion.
He eats a Taco Bell and he dances.
It's a lifestyle. You don't just show up and be a champion.
Exactly.
And what Marcus Johnson don't realize is that they didn't show up to see him.
That's right.
In Richmond, they showed up to see this man right here. They all knew Klayton Cannon was coming there, and they showed up to see Klayton Cannon would tear him up.
They're like, Marvelous Marcus Jackson. He's from Richmond, really? That's what they said. I heard.
Yeah, that is exactly what they were saying. They were saying, he's supposed to be our hometown hero. We want to see Clayton Cannon, not him.
Have you guys been to Richmond? Have you been up there?
I like Richmond. Richmond is nice. Yeah, I like Richmond.
It's worse than Lexington.
It's a hick town.
Did you see their football stadium?
I have.
I could have just walked right onto it from the street.
Yeah,
exactly.
But like, if EWA goes down there, I'm sure they're going to upgrade things at some point.
We're not spending our money on Richmond.
Yeah,
they need to spend their money to keep us coming in there.
Oh, I'm not sure. That's why I'm saying if you guys, if EWA is in Richmond, then they'll have more people coming to Richmond, and they'll have to upgrade the way it looks. You know what I'm saying? They do have that beautiful EKU campus, and they do have some honeys that go to school down there.
But they're still full of hicks.
Very true.
Have you seen the college student ladies down there? Like,
I don't know if I did or not. I'll be honest with you.
Because we're too busy focusing on.
I got a coffee. I got right to the building. I had a lot of stuff to do that day.
He did. That's what we call a businessman right there.
Well, you know, I'm a photographer, so you know, I'm a journalist, so I kind of like I got to know all the scoops, you know, down there.
That's
and
true.
I got to look around, and when I look around, if I see beautiful flowers, I have to, to stop and smell the flowers.
Brother, but you also got to understand to also focus on the.
I have to smell the flowers, Johnny.
Well,
the champion is more important.
Right. I had 3 guys in matches that night. I had to make sure he was ready. I had to make sure Gaston was ready. I had to make sure Alex was ready.
Who did Alex
I had to make sure
wrestle down there?
Zodiac.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ask me who won the match.
Who won the match?
That would be Alex Angel.
He beat Zodiac?
He beat Zodiac. Once again, clean, right in the middle of the ring. No interference from me. No interference from the rest of the brand.
That's incredible.
There was no interference at all.
That's incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Zodiac is a monster.
3-0. 3-0.
Zodiac's a monster.
Middle of the ring.
Zodiac's a monster. That's incredible.
And nobody on the BSB interfered in anyone's matches. They played by the book. They won the matches clean and fair.
For the brand by the book.
The only way to win. That's the only way to win, guys.
And I still can't believe that the Hick fans trying to say that there was interference. I'm like, Ben was just trying to help that man tie his shoe.
They couldn't even spell my name right.
Exactly.
They made a sign that said Ben Shearin stinks. They couldn't even spell my name right.
I saw that.
I offered to take time out of what I was doing.
And that's a college town.
To correct.
No education at all.
That's a college town. You think that they have education down there?
And we were at.
Good thing y'all wasn't at an education center. Maybe nobody showed up.
Like we will be this Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
guys, please come down to the Thorn Hill Education Center. I promise you guys, you will not have. Fans, you will not have to read anything. We will not make you read.
What is it, 700?
It's
Leslie Avenue.
700 Leslie Avenue, Thorn Hill Education Center in Frankfort, Kentucky. If you show up, we promise you will not have to read. And if you do have to read something, we will read it to you.
I think I know what the problem is, Andy. They don't know how to spell Leslie.
Ooh.
They keep on misspelling it.
They think it's a Z, but it's an S.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes a whole lot of sense. They can't read. They can't write. Their education sucks because they cannot make it to Leslie Avenue.
We need better teachers in this country.
Stay in school, kids.
Someone needs to hire these kids to do some teaching. Someone needs to get them a teacher that knows what they're talking about. Someone that's not stupid. Someone that's not uneducated. Because you don't want to put Berto in charge of them.
Yeah, you're doing Berto, about.
And you know what? I think
you're giving him a solid by putting him out of his misery.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
I'm doing him a favor.
You're gonna do him a
especially
favor
because he's a cage man.
It's too much. I think the whole wrestling thing is too much for him, and he's got that little hippo in his brain. Maybe they'll split up. Maybe Hippo will go with somebody else, and maybe Berto will be actually free from that little demon hippo.
And he keeps on.
It's got to be possessed.
I'm pretty sure Hippo
demon.
is the brains of the operation. I'd be scared if he lost Hippo completely.
That little
He's
hippo.
going to need to be there for emotional support once I end his career on the 28th.
That's right.
I'm thinking that little hippo's possessed by a demon. It's got to be, right?
There was a mama hippo as well.
It does talk, right? Does it not talk?
It talks to him.
It orders when he takes it to the restaurants. He sits it in its own seat and it orders its own food.
I made the mistake of giving him a ride one time, and he buckled in that hippo in the back seat.
Because it made him.
Was he trying to tell you?
It ain't like
it's okay. It's okay.
It ain't like he's taking care. It's like people think that Berto is actually taking care of Hippo. No, Hippo is manipulating him with like these demon voices in Berto's head. I don't know.
And Berto's been cheating lately because he got this other hippo that he puts on his hand and he tries to jab down the throat.
People with it.
Yeah, just like Mandible Call. And yet he says that he's a
that
hero.
Berto's an evil guy.
He's no Klayton Cannon, that's for sure.
No.
He acts like he's a nice guy.
He's not nice. He chokes people out with that other hippo that he puts on his hand.
Yeah.
And people don't realize, come April 28th, when these two step to a steel cage match, this man right here is going to end Berto and put him out of his misery once and for all, and it's going to be doing it for a solid.
I'm just hoping that you need to make sure that the referee takes that little hippo outside the ring so he cannot talk to Berto.
And make sure that referee is not Dallas Edwards, because he just said,
Dallas is done. Dallas is done.
Oh, 100%. Like, I can't control what he does at Grindhouse because he is the senior official at Grindhouse. But I know who runs it, so I might have to have a talk with Too Tough Tony and
also,
let him know.
He got to understand this Saturday, you own him.
Oh, yeah.
He ain't got no one to save him.
And people keep forgetting I've got this kendo stick with me. I'm not afraid to put that up against somebody's
back.
It's Kindle.
Chris Crow knows.
It's Kindle stick.
Chris Crow does know.
You know, Dyer almost found out. Marcus almost found out.
Chris Crow hasn't been back since you used that Kindle stick on him.
Chris Crow, I noticed that. Chris Crow's been gone too.
That guy understand. Never mess with the BSB.
Yep. You cross us, and it
never ends well. That's why you were the only respectful person that night when we were inside the ring, because that's a man right there that people need to respect.
Yep.
Ben Shearin.
I'm a nice guy.
That's right.
I'm almost as nice a guy as Andy.
That's why you're on the Nice Guy Andy podcast.
That's why I almost bought it.
I know.
That's right. And that's just like what you're going to do to Chad French. You're a nice guy,
and we always appreciate your contributions. You know, I got the envelope.
Oh, of course.
I appreciate it.
Christmas card.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, Paul Cade, April 21st, also at the Jeffersonville Arena.
Gonna be a good show.
Benefit show for the doggies.
Let's talk about Paul Cade there. It's going to benefit which shelter?
I believe it's the Salem. Please hold. I'm pretty sure.
I'll put you on the spot there.
Yeah,
it's not.
I got a lot going on here.
Yeah.
He got a whole lot.
Paul Cade will be at the Jeffersonville Arena in
April 21st.
Yeah. All proceeds benefit the Washington County Indiana Humane Society.
Okay,
that's a good cause, actually.
Oh yeah, we've this is the 5th year of Paul Cade.
Who's all going to be there? You know,
me obviously.
Well, yeah.
We've got a big battle royal. Winner gets a shot at the MidwestTerritory.com chain. Cole Radrick is going to be there. I don't know if you guys are familiar.
Yeah, I know him.
Big Daddy Ratty. Billy Starks was going to be there. Unfortunately, she has some prior duties.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see.
And you have a match that weekend or the weekend after that?
I am wrestling Chad French on that show in the worst wrestling match ever.
He's going to teach Chad French a lesson.
Guys, if you guys want to see the worst wrestling match ever, Ben Shearin is going to be involved in that.
I'm going to be in it.
These guys are going to stink up the joint. It's going to be very entertaining. They're going to be the worst wrestlers ever. And sometimes worst wrestling is the best wrestling.
Ben's going to retire him before he ever could consider retirement.
The Hoodfoot is going to be there.
Ooh, yeah.
Shug D.
Can't wait for that one.
Colby Carino.
I know Colby.
Just lost the NWA Junior Heavyweight Champion.
Yep.
Daniel Starling, Chase Holiday, Noah Vale, A-Game, John Wayne Murdoch, and Dimitri
John Wayne Murdoch, man. That's a name that people need to come to see.
The Bruisers are taking on Matt Atreya and Drew Dillinger.
The Nice Guy Andy podcast will be there.
That's right.
Steve from Twitter is wrestling.
And what time is the show?
At Not Dr. Death. The show. Oh my goodness!
Is that an early show too?
It's earlier than. Bell time's at 2 p.m.
2 p.m. guys.
2 p.m.
These shows in Jeffersonville on Sunday are early. So guys, if you want to catch an early show and get back to the house, this sounds like a great deal for me. I'd love an early show. You know. I don't know why everybody don't have some early shows, like some matinee shows on Saturdays and stuff.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Grindhouse is smart, though, because they do it like that.
And that's the thing. Like, I think we're selling out at Grindhouse.
Damn Skippy.
Every month. You know, It didn't happen overnight, but
we've been paying attention.
The work that the champs put in over here.
Yep, they all come to see this man right here.
It's a great name, by the way. Like
it is
a great name.
When you hear Grindhouse, you start thinking professional wrestling.
It's like somebody smart over there to whoever's booking these matches is really intelligent over there, guys. So.
And we love the arena too. We went down there for XCF last year, and
I haven't made it out to one of those shows yet. But
oh, you would.
They
love
typically
it.
run on Friday, and I'm otherwise indisposed those evenings. I've only heard good things.
I finally got to see a spot where a guy gets chokeslammed from the ring to the outside through a table.
All right.
That's up.
I'm going to take a stab. I'm going to take a guess. Was it Shane Mercer that did it?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, it was Chet Ripley and Overkill.
Okay.
He chokeslammed Chet Ripley from the ring through a table onto the concrete. Chet Ripley got back up like it was nothing because he's used to that. Chet Ripley used to wrestle in death matches.
He wrestled for Grindhouse for a little bit.
That was an amazing
He's a pretty
match.
good guy.
That show was
I
great.
beat him.
Yeah.
Just for the record, I beat Chet Rilby as well.
See that?
Make sure, hey Chet,
This
if you're
man right
listening,
here.
call in and thank Klayton Cannon.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
please
needs
do
to
that.
call in
Thank you for beating your ass.
because Klayton made him relevant, helped him find where he needed to be, just not against Klayton.
You guys know you're gonna have to get a tag for that segment now, right? You guys are gonna have to pay somebody to be like, and now it's time for thank you, Klayton.
Thank you for the beating.
I mean, that's better.
Thank you for making me.
You'll have plenty on the guest list. I can assure you of that.
Thank you for making me a man, Klayton.
DJ Easy here. He said, Ben, we'll sing your favorite song for $9.99.
It's very true.
That's
I
right.
want all the money. And your song better be With My Baby Tonight, because that's the only one I ever do off the top of my head.
That's the only song that you know off the
best.
top of your head.
It's the best.
That's right. And what people don't understand is that at Grindhouse Pro Wrestling, you guys put on one hell of a show.
Oh yeah.
Every night.
It's the best promotion in the state of Indiana. I'll just put that out there.
So-
I'm not biased at all.
Klayton, do you want to give us
right.
some of your backstory, where you trained at, who you inspired you to be to the greatness that you're at? How long have you been a pro wrestling fan? Who inspired you?
I've been a fan since I was younger. I mean, a little kid. Which I think just about anybody that gets in the business, I think most of the greats are, fans growing up. I've told the story a lot of times that the first moment I can remember watching live was when Jake the Snake used his Cobra to bite Macho Man. I can remember sitting in my living room. I was 7 years old and watching that live on television. And so from that point forward, it was, it's like, oh my gosh, like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen, So I actually trained not too far from here. I started in Paris, Kentucky at Larry D's academy at the time, which was in down there in Paris and Cynthiana area at Primetime Wrestling, and started there. Trained for about a year before I had my first match, and then just as I was kind of getting up and going, COVID hit. I shut everything down for a little bit, and so Ronnie Roberts was Larry's head trainer at the Legends Academy at the time, and so he made the move over to Grindhouse during that COVID time during 2020, and Indiana opened back up before Kentucky did for combat sports and wrestling and things of that nature. So Ronnie gave me a call, asked if I'd be interested in coming up there and kind of working the ring rust off and kind of, doing some training and stuff. We weren't able to have shows yet at the time, but we were able to just have training sessions and things. And then once Grindhouse was able to start getting shows up and running, I think was in April or May of like 2021. I think it was around that time. That's when I started with them, and I was on their very first show, and took off. Obviously, it wasn't long before I'd won the Rumble in 2022, and went on to win the Grindhouse Championship for the first time. Just a couple months after that, actually, I won the title for the first time at Rise 2022, and then here we are coming up on Rise 2024, and still the champ, and getting ready to participate in the first ever steel cage match against Berto, and going to put Berto at the pasture. So it's kind of a nice little anniversary for myself coming up at Grindhouse at Rise on the 28th. So, but but also obviously been, I'm EWA champion. I've wrestled for OVW, New South, Mid South, IWA. So I've been around. I said mostly.
You worked for IWA?
Yeah, very briefly. It was right before COVID hit, actually.
Shit, I had no idea.
You learn a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta ask questions, man, like we do around here.
So 3.5, 4 years, I guess, of experience from kind of start to finish. So going on, my 4th year in the business, and and obviously you can see on the table what I've accomplished so far, and not planning on stopping anytime soon.
This championship's in your blood. I guess.
This man impressed me at KPW 2022 when he took on Omega, and also when he took on Tyler Logan. I think it was Brandon Doss and
the Doss man.
Him, no, not Doss man. Oh. His
son,
Brandon Doss,
his cousin, his nephew. I mean,
yeah, his nephew, and it was him, Tyler Logan, and Brandon Doss. This man impressed me both matches, and I've been keeping up with him ever since. When it came to EWA, I was like, that's Klayton Cannon because his theme is memorable. He got the look of a champion.
It's a banger theme.
Yeah, exactly.
Every time they're like, all right, you guys coming out to your... No, we gotta bring out... We're coming out to Clayton's music.
That's right.
It's too good.
That is a damn good theme. And you know that's Klayton Cannon every time you hear it. And you just know that this man's going to be a champion every time he walks through that curtain. And that's why BSB's on top right now. Because you got this man.
Well, you mentioned Omega. He hasn't been around either.
Yep, because you know what you were doing.
I mean, maybe. I have nothing personal against Omega, but,
But, maybe he's got something personal against the BSB, maybe.
For what? I had nothing to do with him losing to Marty.
Exactly. And maybe he sees what y'all doing. He's like, why ain't they called me and invite me to be part of it?
You know what? I bet Omega's scared.
I was going to say, you mentioned, I've been in the ring with Omega before. And so, I'm not a big believer in coincidences that he knows what it's like to be in the ring with me. Now that I'm champion, you haven't seen him around much in EWA anymore. So, like I said, I don't believe in coincidences. So make of that what you will.
Right.
Exactly.
The
maybe he'll show up. Maybe he'll show up this weekend. You never know.
I already know. You forget I'm the one running the show.
Oh, so you don't.
Right.
I know who's going to be there.
You know who's going to be there.
And it's not Omega.
Oh, Omega's not going to be there?
No.
Okay.
That's right, because he's the boss.
Okay.
He's the
any you want to give us any scoops on the Nice Guy podcast here? To hear.
I'm nice. I'm a nice guy.
I know. Yeah.
So Ethan Heyer.
We know him.
I'm gonna let him be in the Rumble.
Are you gonna let Ethan be in? Yeah. Okay. Even though he's lost a bunch of times lately.
But here's a chance for him to earn it.
Okay.
Some of the other people, they want to keep giving Ethan a shot. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep showing you that he's not ready for this big time.
Yeah.
And every time,
he is big time.
He's not ready.
Big time. He's larger than life.
Look, man, just because you come out to Peter Gabriel doesn't mean that you're big time.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is true.
And he's always got to hold his hand up to say.
Who else are we going to see up there? That's
Klayton Cannon's going to be there.
We know Clayton's going to be there.
I didn't know you wanted.
He pretty much owns the place. He pretty much runs the place.
Well,
He's he is the face of the EWA. I mean,
I do believe Berto's. I think he's coming back into town this weekend. So if he shows up with his gear, we'll probably.
You mean he finally found
Berto
Jolly Green Giant?
He
didn't find anything.
Berto might be there.
He might be there. It depends. Depends if he can find his gate to get on the flight.
And there's one guy that's been trying to get there, Cole County Crusher. We tried to tell him, what makes you think that Ben Shearin's going to let you walk through that door?
You guys want a little bit?
Yeah.
Cole County Crusher's going to be there this Saturday.
Oh, he's
going
to
get
there.
He's going to be there.
He's lucky that you're actually.
I told you I'm a nice guy.
Exactly.
Here's the best thing, though, and I don't think I'm speaking out of turn to say that Gaston and Alex are going to be in the Rumble, correct?
Yeah.
So you're essentially looking at a night off for the BSB. Because I'm going to make short work of Matt Atreya, and then I'm going to be able to sit back and watch the Rumble. And I can tell you a spoiler right now, either Gaston LaRue or Alex Angel is going to win that Rumble. So BSB will not only have the EWA champion, but also the number one contender. And then we'll let the chips fall where they may. If and when I get in the ring with Gaston or Alex, whoever wins, may the best man win. And the EWA championship will still stay within the ranks of the Ben Shearin Brand. So it's a win-win situation for all of us, and it's going to be a good night for the BSB.
Exactly.
Just like every other night.
Exactly, because that's smart.
Have you looked at the Elite Wrestling Alliance Facebook page? Why do they have Marty Clay on there?
Where?
Look.
They still got Marty Clay there.
I've been paying people to update this website all the time.
That's like a who's who, though, of the BSB hit list. Marty Clay, gone. Chris Crow, gone. Carson Drake, gone.
And next will be Steel Wool.
I kind of like Steel Wool. He's an all right guy.
As long as he
could keep better company with Lexi. But
here's the flyer.
Here's
the EWA flyer for the Royal Rumble. How you say? What is it?
Royal Rumble.
Rumble Royale.
Rumble Royale. Okay, you look like you got Klayton Cannon's on there. Are you going to be in the Royal? Is he going to be in the?
No. He's the champ.
That's the old
I'm not going to make him work.
That's last year's. Bring up the updated.
Bring the update one, the 2024 one.
Did I share that? Somebody shared that here officially.
It's just tagged.
Yeah, that's right. There you go.
Yeah, you showing the.
There
it is.
There, see.
Oh yeah, you're right there up front. There,
that's
some
BSB with all the gold right there in the front.
Flyer is a genius.
It's worth spending money for the right amount.
I mean, look at you've already got the BSB.
Oh, it looks like it looks like a comic book.
Yeah, it's kind of what we were going for. With
guys, if you guys can go over to the EWA and check out their pictures, this flyer looks just like a comic book cover. It looks so awesome. It even. But you got the hero, Klayton Cannon, right there up front with that belt, and then his two I wouldn't say sidekicks, but
business associates,
co-superheroes next to him. Alex Angel and Gaston LaRue.
And then he got all of the jabronis that think that they're going to have a chance at becoming number one contender to Clayton's championship.
Yeah,
they all think that they got a shot.
Yeah,
they don't have a shot.
Yet, spoiler alert, none of them's going to get a shot because it's going to be either Gaston or it's going to be Alex Angel that takes the win.
Yeah. You never know. I might throw myself in the Rumble.
That's true.
You should. You should.
And
you should.
Either way, that's a win-win because there'll be 3 Ben Shearin members.
Because that's the thing. I know I can't beat Clayton. So, why would I?
Plus you'd be smart.
Y'all could just take the night off that night.
Also, you'd lay down.
We'll hit the Applebee's.
You'd lay down and you'd say, Clayton, just...
Really, y'all should just have a table sitting next to the ring and have DoorDash deliver you some food, and y'all just sit there and laugh at everybody.
We got Drew Dillinger tuning in, and
Drew.
We got James Kendrick also tuning in.
That's a Grindhouse guy right there, right? Drew Dillinger.
He's also going to be at Paulcade.
Man, that guy.
That's
Drew,
gonna be good.
Thank you for.
If he pipes in the chat, can you ask him where the that Grindhouse reporter is?
He said, "Not the Applebee's." Laughed my ass off.
Hey, Applebee's goes hard, man. That's a nice post show meal.
They got a good
50-cent wings are back, dude.
You got good prices too down there. Yeah,
it's either that or the Bourbon Street steak for me.
That's right, Bourbon Street.
I like this Ron Mosley guy in the chat. I'm asking how to be an honorary member of the BSB.
See, he's smart. He knows ball.
He knows ball.
Yeah, that's what they call it now.
What's
when
ball?
When someone wants to be a part of a team that's winning, they say he knows ball.
Oh, I've not heard that one. Have you heard that one?
I wouldn't want to.
I'm not up with the.
It's too close up knowing
slang.
With the
too close up knowing balls. I don't want to know.
But it means that he wants to be part of the winning team.
Yeah.
Who is this?
Ryan Mosley.
Is that the Final Count podcast guy?
Is that who you are? Ryan Mosley.
I think I was on his podcast.
He said, Ben knows he wants me to be part of the BSB. That's what he said.
Maybe.
We need to get some of these podcast guys to come over to the studio and show them, really how to really do a podcast.
Like we want
to do a seminar, man.
Yeah, I mean, do they have these guys that have these podcasts? Do they have studios like us?
He is the Final Count.
Yeah. Final Count's done a lot with OVW.
Do they have a studio like ours?
I don't think so.
No.
Whenever I did it, I think I called in.
Okay, called in.
Yeah.
Like we want to do something with OVW podcast the Final Count. We want to do it for all these podcasts that are coming out. Like we recently did with Stuck and Stack. They're right here in Lexington, Kentucky. They're pretty cool guys.
Those guys are funny. Those guys are hilarious. We want to get them to some of the shows. Those guys are hilarious.
Because they do have wrestling.
What is this guy's podcast called?
The Final Count.
The Final Count.
Final Count. Get a hold of him, Johnny. See if he wants to come in the studio and talk to us.
And I also want to try to get OVW's podcast coming here too.
That's Daniel Spencer.
We met those guys. Those guys are real nice guys.
Ringside Podcast, I think is what it is.
Yeah,
and Eric Cornish. They call themselves the OVW Podcast.
Yeah, they only cover OVW though. I think. Do they only cover OVW?
I think so because I've not seen them cover anything else.
I haven't seen them cover anything else.
He said,
one.
Ryan Mosley said, I'm down for sure, and unfortunately, I do not have a studio.
Okay.
Oh, Drew Dillinger just chimed in.
Well, you come over here, we'll show you what a podcast studio looks like.
Make it happen.
Drew Dillinger says, everyone keeps asking me about that cameraman, but I'm assuming that's the ghost maker. That's not me. We aren't the same person, but I can take Drew Dillinger questions, though.
Drew, you got our phone number. Call us.
That's right. I'll send the phone number to him. Because, Drew Dillinger, one of those guys that has called in here before.
Well, I thought he was trying to help the guy escape, but I guess I could be wrong. I know the ghost maker.
We seen him. He was at EWA down there, right?
He was there in Richmond. Yeah.
Yep, he was. He was scouting the talent.
Wow. Okay.
Because he was a fight.
I'm hoping to get him on an EWA show soon. We're working out some contract deals.
Man, we saw him at the. I haven't seen him wrestle since he's dropped some weight, but he's changed.
He's lost a lot of weight, man.
He's changed a lot since last time I've seen him wrestle. I seen him wrestle at the bar brawls down there, and that guy can go, man.
At Gen X.
Yep. Bar brawls down in Cynthiana, Kentucky.
Those were some hard hitting matches,
man,
too. He was the Gen X champion.
Drew Dillinger is a wrestler. He's changed a lot since then. So, but I'm sure
you can't deny.
I'm sure he's still badass in the ring.
Oh, for sure.
And he's right. The ghost maker does make Drew doing things.
Yeah, it's. I hope Drew's able to get that whole thing figured out because that can't be.
I mean, about a year ago, I saw them trying to exercise the ghost maker from him. Ghost maker wouldn't let that happen.
The ghost maker tried to set Saturn Price on fire 2 shows ago.
Yeah,
at the arena, tried to set him on fire.
Well, fire's not a bad thing.
That's the ghost maker for you. That's a violent.
We all need fire, Fire keeps us warm.
Yeah, but you don't have to set somebody on fire.
Yeah, he was trying to make Saturn Price look like Kane when Kane got set on fire.
Did he deserve it?
Back in 1997.
Did he deserve to be set on fire?
Saturn did lose the tag titles for him.
Yeah.
That's
probably
true.
you deserve to be.
Well, whenever Gunner and Adrian lost the tag titles for me, I didn't try to set them on fire.
That's true.
Maybe you should have.
But
Gunner's already crippled. I can't burn.
You should have asked Drew to set him on fire.
Well, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, you should. You should
I mean,
do it
Drew
yourself.
would have.
That's
I mean,
something. The ghost maker. That's something you outsource. You don't do it yourself.
It would be smarter.
Yeah, you have to get somebody.
Deniability.
Yeah, you have to get somebody to do it. Kind of under the table. Kind of under the table. You don't really want nobody to know that you asked them to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that he wouldn't remember that you asked the ghost maker to do it.
I'm sure the ghost maker would be happy to set somebody on fire for you.
Yeah, but have you ever tried to have a conversation with the ghost maker?
Well,
it's hard.
I can't imagine.
I've never even.
Yeah, I don't think
it would be extremely hard because ghost maker does what the ghost maker wants to do.
I've seen horror movies. I'm not about that life.
Yeah.
That's right.
But sometimes you gotta set fire under somebody's ass to get them going.
That camera guy should have known that he had it coming.
Somebody just attacked Sasha Banks there. I mean, Monet.
Was it the ghost maker that did that?
I bet it was at Julia Hart.
Probably at Julia Hart.
Or Sky Blue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, this guy here, this Dustin Rhodes here, is that the Wish version of Cody?
Man, I saw those.
Who is
I saw
this
those
guy?
memes, man.
It's his
I felt
brother.
bad for him.
I do too because on one hand it's funny, but at the same time he's Cody's brother.
Explain it.
And Dustin can go, man. Like he can still work.
Oh, so it's called.
Dustin's a badass. Nice Guy Indie Podcast. Who do we have on the line tonight?
Hey, fellas, it's Drew. How you doing?
Hey, Drew. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah.
No time. Long time no see. We see you wrestling down there at Grindhouse. We seen you at EWA last show. What's going on, buddy?
Well, just been out here doing the thing. Like you guys was mentioning, I was listening while I was getting in place. Just losing the weight. I've been getting ready to get back out and start making those towns like the days again. I was actually up at the arena for about 4 hours earlier, putting some reps and rolls in.
Hell yeah!
Like I was telling them guys, I've seen you wrestle a few times, and I haven't seen you wrestle since you've lost the weight. But you always put on a great match, and you're always a beast in that ring.
Thank you. No, it's go ahead.
The Ghostmaker makes you do things.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
So we've been having the issue again. People like to make me mad, and then I don't really remember what happens after. But I have been medicated. As far as I know, those episodes have been pretty well within contained. I know Ben did like to mention I tried to set Saturn on fire, but if we're going to be for real, he did it first. He poured gasoline on me first, so let's not even go there.
Yeah, sometimes, like I was telling Ben, sometimes you have to set somebody on fire. I mean,
there always is two sides of the story.
Yeah, if you deserve it.
No, nobody brings that up. Like, he was the first one to pour gas on me, but
if he
now
poured gas on you,
I didn't remember it.
That's there you go. Gaslight me. That's fine.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Yep.
Seems like he was gaslighting you or trying to gaslight you, and you just gaslighted him back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't pour gas on somebody and not expect to get gas poured back on you and set your ass on fire.
Yeah. Right. But I didn't do it, so it's fine.
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah. As long
That's right.
As long as it didn't happen, wink, wink.
That's right, because he's the one that started.
I mean, I didn't do it. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I just didn't do it.
Yeah.
That's right.
He did it first, but I didn't do it.
Yeah, as long as you did not do it and somebody else did it, that it's always
right. Exactly.
Better. It's always better if somebody else does. Like we were saying, that's something you outsource. I'd like to set a couple people on fire, but I'm going to have to outsource that. I'm not going to be able to do it myself.
Hey, Drew.
I'll give you the spell to talk to somebody about that.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Hey, Drew.
Yeah.
Who would you like to wrestle at Grindhouse Pro Wrestling currently?
Currently at Grindhouse, honestly, I love that you mentioned it that way, because like you guys were talking about, like old Drew, it's always a fight. It's always hard hitting. I definitely want to come out here. It's time for me to wrestle for my flowers. So give me the whole fucking school. Oops, it's a school and that's a fuck.
So we seen you down at EWA down there in Richmond. What was was there a plan in effect there? Was you checking out somebody? Do you have a beef with somebody down there or what?
Well, a lot of that I do want to keep up in the air, questioning, keep people guessing, but I definitely was scouting some talent, whether that was talent to fight or talent to join or cameraman's to not disappear. I haven't decided yet, but we're definitely going to take the Colts on the road here soon.
Hell yeah.
I've heard you've got a collection of people there, and some people are calling it a cult. I'm not going to say the cult name, but is that what it is, or how would you explain your collection of members?
So I know like Saturn Price and his little friends definitely have a not cult thing going on over there. So I actually like to let you guys just argue over that, because what I'm doing is definitely not important. So I'm not sure. Are the Tragedy Boys a cult or not?
I've been told no.
I feel like the Tragedy Boys are.
I don't know. Was I misinformed?
The Tragedy Boys.
I don't know.
Some say it's not a cult. Some say it is a cult. You don't know.
I don't know, but they have cult porn. They have an HR department. They have cult porn. So I don't know why anyone's worried about me.
Who was you with at the EWA show? I seen you had
GG Jacobs.
Okay, what's your relationship with him?
Well, GG Jacobs was standing there with me. Again, we've wrestled some shows together. Specifically out in Desire, which is a show in Ohio where the cult actually, my not cult, definitely did or did not almost take over a company. So He could be with me. He could be someone else that I might take out. Who knows?
Okay,
that's right.
Okay. We understand. Don't want to give away your cards. Don't
Exactly.
want to show your
Got
cards.
to keep his cards close to his chest.
He could be a pawn. He could be a partner. Who knows?
Exactly. The thing about G.G. Jacobs is
You
they
better
need
watch
to
him. He could
pay
be
attention.
He could be plotting on you too. You got to watch.
I know.
Sometimes you got to keep your enemies close.
And G.G. Jacobs, someone that we need to take notice of too.
You keep your friends close, but you keep your enemies closer.
He's a good cat.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he is. The Queer Billy. But he's someone that you need to take notice of as well out
Drew,
there.
we still need to get you in the studio.
Yeah, we do, Drew.
Still need to get you in the studio whenever possible. We're going to be, we, the Nice Guy Indie Podcast, are going to be up at the Grindhouse on the 27th, taking in
28th.
28th, taking in the show. We are not going to miss that cage match. Hopefully, we'll see you there.
Oh, you will see me there.
Okay,
And we will be
What I'm
there
doing?
April 21st.
Now, what I'm doing, I don't know. I have been told to expect another bout between Saturn Price and the Ghost Maker, but I haven't had any further contact about it. And then I have a feeling that's why Ben was asking about the camera guy. Because
I'm just
I
saying.
keep getting a bunch of emails. I will cooperate if I am able to, but
you want to explain the cameraman thing to us?
Apparently they sent a camera guy to my house to get my thoughts after the Ghostmaker tried to set Saturn Price on fire. But these videos went up on the Grindhouse page, and apparently the Ghostmaker didn't take too kind to a stranger being in my home or his home or what was happening. And now that person is supposedly missing.
Haven't seen them since.
Oh, wow. They haven't seen the cameraman since.
But at the same time, no one knows this guy's name. Like, no one even knows who he is.
So there might not have been a cameraman. Somebody just said there was a cameraman.
Well,
Mystery.
Saturn Price is saying it.
A mystery. So,
And like, I don't know, man.
All I know is that Saul Bill and the Ghostmaker may or may not have been involved in talking to someone, but you couldn't tell if they was talking to anyone. All you knew is that they was talking.
Well, Drew, we're glad you called in. We're running out of time here. We're going to get back to the champion here, and we are so glad you called us.
And we love to get you on the show.
We will get you in his studio at some point, and we will
Before I hop off here, though, I do want to ask one question, though.
Ask.
You said there was going to be a Rumble on Saturday, right?
Yep.
Yes, there will be a Rumble on Saturday.
Oh, okay. Noted. Thanks, guys.
Oh,
Wait,
wow.
You're welcome.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey,
What's up?
are you just showing up?
I don't know. Maybe. Said there's a Rumble.
There's a Rumble. There's always a spot.
It's a war.
Yeah, we've already got our 30 people though.
Do you? We'll see.
Did you do something to somebody?
No.
I don't like that.
Thank you,
very
Drew.
ominous.
That was ominous.
All right. You guys have fun with your podcast. I'll let you go.
You too, Drew.
Thanks, Drew.
Bye.
Bye.
That's,
I don't like that.
Oh, that sounded.
That sounded very ominous.
Wow. Okay, let's move on back
Yeah.
to the champion. At this point, champ, we tried to let everybody say their last words. You got anything you want to say to the fans, to any of your anybody that you're going to be facing Saturday, or maybe even at the end of the month?
Well, I'll tell everybody listen, if they want to follow the professional, they can find me on Twitter and Facebook at Klayton Cannon. That's Klayton with a K, Cannon with a C, for those of you that are a little bit illiterate, like we alluded to earlier. This Saturday, EWA Rumble Royale. You can come watch me take care of business against Matt Atreya and watch the Ben Shearin Brand take over the Rumble itself. And then on the 28th in Jeffersonville, Indiana for Grindhouse, first ever Grindhouse cage match, title versus career, myself against Berto, and I put Berto out of his misery and end his career on the 28th at the arena.
Johnny, you want to say anything?
I just want to say thank you to everyone that's been tuning in tonight. You saw what a real champion looks like. Thank you, Ben Shearin for being here.
What? You want to try that again?
Thank you, Ben Shearin.
Always a pleasure.
For coming in.
Ben Cinnamon.
Thank you, Champ, for showing up. This man right here is what everyone should strive to be like, but you can't, because Klayton Cannon is the only Klayton Cannon.
You got to stop eating Taco Bell if you're going to be like...
I mean, Marcus Johnson loves his Taco Bell, so he can't be a champion.
He hasn't been a champion since he started eating Taco Bell.
And that's why Klayton Cannon took it to him.
Ben, you can go ahead now. Take as much time as you like.
Well, you know, I know you guys want to get to bed. You can follow me on all of the social medias at Ben Shearin Brand. EWA this Saturday, Grindhouse the 28th, Paulcade April 21st at the Jeffersonville Arena. Early start time for that. Bell time, 2 p.m. Benefit show. All the proceeds go to the Washington County Animal Shelter. But yeah, come see us this Saturday.
Guys, I would love for you guys to go over to the Facebook page, like, share, comment on the comments, like all of our reels. Please subscribe if you can subscribe for 99 cents. Everybody that subscribes could, any of the wrestlers. I think this podcast is more for a lot of the wrestlers of the local. Anybody's local that is a wrestler, please join the subscriptions, and we'll probably have some behind-the-scenes footage and stuff there at some point. 99 cents a month, guys. It helps the podcast. We can get 300 or 400 people giving us $1 a month. That would be great. That would help out with the bills around here. We do have a physical studio. It is in a commercial spot, so we want to maintain our professionalism. This is we take this very seriously. Johnny spends a lot of time posting on the Nice Guy Any Podcast Facebook page. We are now on Spotify. All our episodes will be on Spotify the day after the podcast, so you guys can listen. And the video is over there at Spotify too. So if you don't catch us live, you can go over to Spotify and watch. You can always go to the YouTube and watch it and see some of our shorts over there too. The YouTube channel is growing so fast, guys. Please go over there and subscribe. And Facebook, we do have an X account too, a Nice Guy Any Podcast on the X. You can do whatever the hell you want to on X. So we're over there acting a fool over there on X. So go check us out over there. We will be posting to the X more soon. Guys, if you guys would go and subscribe, I could retire from my day job and do this full time. And then we would give you a hell of a show. We give you a great show now, but if I had a full-time podcast job, I guarantee you would get so much more. And if you guys give us $1 a month, me and Johnny are getting gold teeth.
That's right. We're going to blow off gold chains,
We're going to have gold chains. Johnny's getting a big old fat gold tooth in the front. I'm getting some gold tooth. We're going to have a bunch of black beautiful strippers in the podcast room. And we are going to party like rock stars. So please subscribe and help the podcast. Check out all of your local indie wrestling. Around here, we got EWA. We got Grindhouse. We got New South Wrestling. We got Generation Next Pro Wrestling. We have all the guys up there at Jeffersonville XCF. We have Paradigms up there. Check all those pro wrestlers out. UCW down south there. Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. USWF. Those guys are going to have a bunch of fair shows. The summer is coming. Fair shows will be out there, guys. And you don't have to go to your you can go to any of these fair shows. If your county fair has wrestling, go over to the next county. They're going to have wrestling too. So if you're not having fun,
you ain't getting none.
Exactly.
Damn, skip it.
Check us out.
Yeet, yeet.
Nice Guy Andy Podcast.
If he keeps popping off at the mouth, I'm going to be his daddy.
That ain't what your mama said.
I signed it last time. I need to sign it again.
Yeah, that worked. That diamond's custom made.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Watch the Nice Guy Indie podcast.
This is a Zodiac. I'm telling you now, meditate, elevate, and dominate. Do it with the Nice Guy Indie podcast.
Like he knows how.
Anyways.
You guys go on your rinky-dink bullshit podcast.
And your stupid sparkle deck. What? That's what